A cool drum solo there. Maybe they'll do it again. Guess not. Waited too long. I missed it. All right, going to the annex now. So it's a shame that in music room was so cramped. So many people. They should have put the Moog stuff in another area and the Akai stuff in another area, and then had the other things in the room. They had so many rooms to use there, and they were so cheap they didn't pay for the extra rooms. You know, they had that whole alcove over there with different rooms. They crammed them all in one fucking room. So you couldn't really see them very well, you couldn't play them. And, you know, if you can buy a company like Moog, you should give Moog their proper space to have a display, let people play them. It's my little soapbox moment, but not that I don't know how they sound like or whatever, but just for anyone who's new to Moog, you go in that room, you go, fuck it, I'm not staying in here. It's too crowded and too noisy, and I can't even get to the gear. So it's kind of stupid. But apparently that's the room where they're having a panel. That's the room where Lisa Belladonna did a thing this morning at 11 that I missed because I was just waking up at 11. And that's where they're going to have a panel at 3. And then apparently Alan Howarth is coming to the art booth at 4, which is so cool. It'd be nice to meet Alan Howarth, because I missed meeting him at Synthplex. And other shit's going on too.
I had an unrelated to vinyl question, but now I kind of want to keep talking about vinyl. But I'm not going to. I did come a little bit late to the party. Was wondering about file preferences, sessions or files. For y'all guys. No. When you all were receiving the files for the mix, would you rather receive more files or would you prefer?
I'll take this one.
I recognize some of those people. They're pretty famous, but I don't remember the names. So now we're going into the hall of the annex, see what we can see. First, I need some damn water. Wi-Fi still holding up. So this will be a quick walkthrough. A lot of stuff I don't really use or know that much about, but just to show what's here. It's QSC, I know those guys. Grupo Bunker. This is more sparse in here too. Not as well attended this year from vendor point of view. So Electro Voice way in the corner there. Ska Pro. Soundtown. DH Electronics. There's a little cafe area in the back. Coffee Island. There's Electro Voice there. Oh, Beijing company. Wavebone. More mode audio.
Oh, I don't.
Oh, PS Alpine. Some fancy shit here. Allen and Heath. Very fancy. DPA microphones. Oh, look at that. Mic the shit. I've never seen so many mics on the piano. It's crazy. These are the mics they used.
Outside.
Yeah. So
All different styles of mics they have. Waves. I think Waves charge you a subscription to visit the booth. What do you guys think? Digital Audio Labs, Link. Harrison. Longhurst is a big fan of Harrison. Look at all those cables are. Euro cable. Klang. That thing's huge. Muse, FBT. NAMm. Just True Sound. British company. Ashley. Vamov. I have no idea what Vamov is. Audio pipe. Hamilton. Oh, there you go. There's some eye candy for you guys. Audio CU. Is this the Copperland guys? I can't remember. There's a big stage over here. Got white carpet here, fancy. Kind of off-white. Acoustics, DB.
$45, that's like $100.
So they have these cool rooms here. Loudspeaker demos. Nice lighting, got some cool graphics on the ceiling. I spend a lot of money in these rooms. Those massive curved speakers they have at concerts and big arrays. Here she is again. RCF. Meyer Sound. Fostex. More cool rooms here. LD Systems. Pretty fancy, pretty fancy. Coherent distribution. NST audio. Palmer. This one has the drum isolation. Adam Hall. DAS. Way too much thump coming out of there. I don't want to kill my ears. Rock Audio. Sennheiser. Really small booth. DSP. MC2 Audio. That's, like I said, quick pass. Let's go downstairs. I always like the downstairs stuff better in this room. Oh, there's the Incredicoaster right here. You can see the covered area in red. As soon as you come out of that covered area and it's raining, your face gets pelted. High-speed rain. Okay, go down. It's like the old commercial for the kids' game, Chutes and Ladders. Going down, down, down. There's someone with a Native American something out there, some kind of crazy costume. Maybe Brazilian Carnival. I can't tell what it is. But yeah, fairly busy in here. Not as much as the main building. Let's get a quick look at that costume. Just because. Might lose my Wi-Fi, we'll see. Yeah. Wild costume. Right. All right, back of the action. This one has the windows so you can spy on people from above. Also plan where you want to go before you waste time going down there. It's more of the name brand companies here. Sony. Cloud lifters over there. Avid. I'll be lazy to take the escalator. My feet are already getting tired carrying this heavy backpack around. All right, should be some good stuff in here. Radial engineering. Okay, actually I'll have to come back. I only have 10 minutes. Average Secret Studio. Well, I got 10 minutes before the panel over at In Music, so Avid, Genelec, Wolf Audio. Uh-oh, it's a beat battle. Shit's getting serious here. They got a beat battle. Audio box. DaVinci Resolve. Warm Audio. Sorry, excuse me.
Gotta know all the tricks.
Austrian Audio, Soundbridge. FL Studio. And of course Melodyne. You gotta have Melodyne. There's some good tricks in these guys when you sit there and talk to them for a while. They teach you all kinds of cool Melodyne tricks. I just don't use them enough, although it's cool. Sparefoot, Icon. Music Max, Aerowave, and some samples there. Sunset Choir, Grace Design, Wayne Jones Audio, Triad. Ah, it's Nectar. I haven't used their stuff for a long time, but it's pretty good. Corneff's plug-in. Excellent. Sound Vision Works. Telegrapher. Flock Audio. A little listening station here. You can sit. That's going to give me a copyright claim, I'm sure. Brick Lane with the gang font. You got a gang font there. PMC Dolby. Is this the guy from Def Leppard? Yeah. Look at him in front of his console. Tons of little companies. There's Cloud. Useful Arts. Guy's got a fuck off shirt there. That's always good. Excuse me. Empirical Labs. Ah, Sound Toys. There they have a new. Drew was talking about a new plugin they have. It's not in 5 though. It's a standalone. Audio. Got a Juno 60. That's it there, Space Blender, I think. That's the new one. Pretty cool. Heard good stuff about it. Mercury recording. Voco Flex. Next generation vocal synthesis. Guys trying to record in a crowded room, people walking by, it's impossible. Roswell. Cloud always has a little cloud blimp. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come back. I want to go see some of that talk. Also give me a chance to maybe sit down, at least take the backpack off for a bit. These are always nice. Audio Technica. Amphion. Mojave. Shure. Rupert Neve. There he is. The man himself. Audio Skate. Fluid Audio. It's just way too many little companies in here, and I gotta go look at that talk. So I'll come back here if I have time. See most of it. I was hoping to find Krotos here. They make a really good vocal processing and audio processing suite that I bought. I haven't had a chance to use much yet, but it's very cool. They're usually here. All right, that's for you guys there. There you go. Couldn't resist. It's a perfect shot. All right. It's all for the music. Yeah, I don't see some companies I usually see here. Maybe they're not here this year. Need more water. Luckily, I can get on the second floor and do a shortcut to the in music room. So instead of a carpet, you got a wall or an escalator or some carpet or some tile or linoleum. Go up to the second floor. It's like the Resident Evil thing. We have the scene going upstairs as the scene loads. Okay. There's that big dome next door where they had the registration and the live performance last night. It was quite noisy. Amplify the foodie in you. Oh boy. There's some cool wall panels there. It's like fish scales. It's fucking. I have to keep manually turning it on because even though I register, it keeps expiring. Toggling off every 10 minutes or so.
Are you familiar with Manly? The group is Manly.
Oh yeah, this is also awesome.
By the time I get to that room, it's gonna be so full. I'll be at the way back. So it's already 3 o'clock now, so it's probably or short. Some FL Studio fans there. Nice Jimmy Petty. It's a little more empty now. Oh, there's Dina. Oh, there you are. I didn't see you. Sorry. I noticed Dina up there. How's it going? So apparently Alan Howarth is coming to the Art booth. I heard. I didn't even see it. I just Mike Metley told me. So.
DJ, we'll listen in a second. Hey, Chris. Yeah, Mr. DJ. What's that? Mr. DJ. Turn it off. Mr. DJ. Turn it off. DJ. Turn it off.
It's part of the show.
All right. How's everybody doing? I have the incredible privilege right now to introduce you guys to the NAMm Innovators and Artistry panel. We've assembled a panel of incredible artists, engineers, names that you're going to absolutely recognize and love. I'll bring them on one by one and let them kick off an incredible discussion. First up, we've got Miss Lisa Belladonna. Also be joined by the illustrious Brian Cahoot. Moog engineer and longtime friend of Bob Moog, Steve Dunnington. Educator and Moog artist, King Britt. One and only Rory Kaplan. And the surprise guest who was not on the bill, Miss Suzanne Gianni. And now I'm going to hand it over to Michelle Kusa to lead the conversation. You guys have fun out here. Enjoy.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. I am really honored to be here with Moog Music today. For those of you who don't know me, I am Michelle Kusa. I'm the Executive Director of the Bob Moog Foundation. We're a 501c3 nonprofit organization that carries on the legacy of Bob Moog. We are separate from Moog Music, but I'm thrilled to say that Moog Music is a big supporter of our work, and we share that mutual support with them. So I'm really honored to be up here on stage, not only to be asked by Moog Music to do this, but this incredible panel of brilliant musicians and technologists. I want to start the discussion out by just asking everybody, and we'll just start with Lisa over here, how you would define Bob Moog's legacy.
Well, I would define it as being a complete game changer for not only just keyboard-oriented musicians, sound designers, creative studio engineers, producers, film scorists, people that do installations, psychoacoustic work. You know, Bob brought this amazing wealth of blend of technology and musicology. It's alive and well today. I mean, it's part of my everyday life.
Brian?
I would draw a very close parallel to Leo Fender. Obviously, as you said, a game changer for the industry, but literally almost created an industry. And there is a name associated with those instruments, Moog and Fender, but also we can't almost just separate Bob and who he was as a person, which is very warm and clever and charming and all those things that I cannot separate from the instruments as well.
Well, I believe one thing that I would say is that he really defined collaboration between instrument designers and artists. He listened to them carefully. He thought a lot about what they had to say and tried to make their lives better with the tools that he worked on. And he did this because he loved music and what it does for people, bringing people together.
Okay.
His legacy, absolutely amazing, but when I think of Bob and I think of all the instruments and all the tools that we have, I think about world building, right? So when you think Moog, you think sonic worlds. That's how I was introduced to Bob Moog's, genius, right? So it's all world building. That's what I think of.
Beautiful. Rory?
It's hard to find words for that, because I would say the pillar of modern music for me. And I think any musician who grew up hearing Switched on Bob as a kid, or Abbey Road hearing the synthesizer on that record, or just hearing Susan's work, just so many things that he was a pillar that brought technicians together, musicians together, sound designers, program. I wouldn't have a career without him, and I know my buddy Steve Ricardo, we worked together. He was inspired by the same things. Jimmy Jam was here yesterday and talking about Moog being it's just the foundation of our lives. I mean, he changed our lives. So I don't know how else to put it.
That's a good way to put it. Suzanne?
Hey, so, yeah, I have a complex relationship with the Moog because I was a Buchla person. And, but I would say that what endures to me and that I can hear whenever I hear it is the richness of the Moog sound. It is incomparable. It is velvet, it's thick, it's chocolate pudding, it's everything that we love. So, and that will endure forever and always be the insignia to me of Moog.
So, next question, and we'll start with Lisa again. I'd really like to know kind of your light bulb moments with Moog synthesizers, whether it was being connected with an instrument first or with music first, and if music led to an instrument, and what instrument that was.
My first real light bulb moment with the Moog synthesizers, I had a stepfather who had a great record collection, and when I was around age 9, we sat in the living room and in the same setting played the Switched on Bach and Sonic Seasonings by Wendy Carlos. And I remember thinking the whole time, like, how does one instrument just encapsulate all these entire galaxies and celestial destinations of music and sound? And growing up in my generation and my location, there was no way to like immediately go to YouTube or to find an opportunity to try this instrument. Some 15, 16 years later, working in a jingle studio, and in the back they had a dusty old mini Moog and a beat up Moog 15. First time that I ever took the dust off of these things and had that tactile experience of being able to command a sound both on a keyboard and the controls. That was it. And that changed my entire course as a musician, as a composition thinker. It's in my body, it's part of my ecosystem, for sure.
Small world. I do remember sitting in the back seat of my mother's car after school and hearing Switched on Bach come on the classical station. And we were used to hearing classical music the way it was, acoustically performed and very traditional. But that woke me up, so I wondered what a synthesizer was. Didn't know that there had already been 5 years of experimental music. Bob Moog designed an experimental keyboard to make really weird music for strange composers in universities. But that's not the kind of thing you'd hear on the radio. You'd have to find those records and those composers. But they did exist. And Wendy Carlos's record was a reaction to that, saying, well, we can make regular music also on a synthesizer. It wasn't designed for that, but this is the way we're going to use it. People were blown away because of her quality and artistry to deliver something very traditional like Bach. My personal taste is, I don't use a keyboard. I play the Moog synthesizer all the time, and I don't use a keyboard. I don't use sequencers. I like to make experimental, creative sounds with it, and it's incredible.
The first record I ever bought myself with money was Steve Winwood's Ark of the Diver. And he really makes the synthesizer sing on that record. It's in my brain as something that I can go back to, and I think when I hear people play, you know, that was an amazing record. And later, much later, the first time I got to play a model, it was one of those experiences where you go into doing something and you completely lose track of time. It was the sound of it, the power of it, the fact that music just sort of flows out of you, flows through this instrument. It was life-changing. It was wonderful, and glad we still make that.
So there were two moments, really quickly. The first, I was 8. I grew up in Philadelphia, and so it was 1976 in Philly. Philly's on fire because it's the bicentennial, blah, blah, blah. And my mother was friends with Sun Ra. And so I went to see Sun Ra live, and he had the D. Of course, we know He was one of the first. He had the Mini Moog B, Model B, but he had the D. But he was making like just outer space noises. And at that age, I couldn't really comprehend, right? But then fast forward maybe 7 years later, in high school, and going to see Herbie Hancock, then it all made sense. And then you start to collect records and you see the Sunlight record, and on the back, you know, it has every keyboard Herbie had on that record, and you keep seeing this name. I'm like, okay. So I saved my money that summer and bought my Mini Moog, which I still have, and my students can come into my studio. So that was
Rory?
Definitely switched on Bach. My sister had the album. I was a guitarist, but that still intrigued me. Then later, it was kind of around the time of Keith Emerson's Lucky Man. I heard the end solo and I just paralyzed me because the sound, like you were talking about that velvety solo sound. And Miso Tomita, Snowflakes Are Dancing, I think was the album. And that did it. And then I had friends turn me on to Chick, which would later shape my life. But it was those things. There was a store on Sunset Boulevard called Sound City when Guitar Center was on the opposite side of the street. It was a little boutique shop. The shop's in the movie Get Shorty. It's a little corner. It's a pawn shop in the movie, but it used to be the original Sound City place. They had a Moog 15 in there. And I remember going in there and plugging this thing in and just, you know, and I didn't know what I was doing yet, but it was the most, it changed me from wanting to play guitar to really going to keyboards. So I started late, but it changed everything.
How about you, Suzanne?
Well, my first love affair with Moog was a Moog 15. So I was playing at the San Francisco Tape Music Center, which was housed at Mills College, and I was just, you know, at that time a graduate student at UC Berkeley, and they gave me the Moog for a summer. Wow. So that studio had the very first Buchla, the Buchla 100, the first one, and it had a Moog 15. So I got this thing home with me. I'd never lived with one of these before. And, you know, it was like, I couldn't wait to get up in the morning. I couldn't go to sleep at night. You know, it was on all the time. And, you know, I fell in love with it. But of course, then later it became different. And it took another 40 years for me to come back. And I credit Moog, the company, for bringing me back to the Buchla. Because I played at Moog Fest, and I never intended to play again. And they invited me, they kept inviting me to play, you know, and from that little seed of a request that they made came my whole last 10 years of my career reclaiming the Buchla and performing live, and I use the Moog, I use, you know, it's all one big family now, and I love that. I'm so happy to be here with you, and I'll be with the Buchla people tomorrow.
I'm just picking up on what Suzanne said about, you know, she's using the analog. I'm interested to ask performing musicians here, like Rory, what current Moog synthesizers are in your rig or in your studio?
Well, I got into the Moog 1. So Belladonna walked me through like a little kid. It took me a bit, but it's phenomenal. And the Voyager that I got a few years back, and they put all the clear knobs on it for me, just so I had a little custom look to it. And then I have the reissue Model D, because I love the LFO. I don't have to use up the third oscillator. So that's really it, you know. And then, you know, it's like, I say this carefully, but like when you mix a foundation of Moog instruments and you use side pieces like Buchla or something like that, It's just because I have the tip-top nuclear rigs, and I didn't even know what I was doing until a few months ago. So I was able to use triggering gates and start operating it, and I'm locking myself away for a few years. It's fun.
What about you, Ken?
Right now, because I collect modes, so right now the top 3 would be, of course, the mini mode, always number 1. Number 2, the matriarch. Even though mine is, I gotta get it prepared. But one of my favorite, I love that key, especially because it has all these breakout points, right? So I can easily put it with my modular setup, right? And then the third is the legendary Sonic 6. You know, I love the Sonic 6 so much.
Tell us why.
Well, I mean, you know, I like that. I also like it because it's in this like suitcase form, but it's also, it's got just the way it flows. You know, how they used to use it for education purposes, and so I love that part of it. But also, what's the gentleman's name who worked on it with?
Gene Zumcheck?
Yeah. He was a genius. I think he should get his props. You know, like
Yes.
he did the Sonic 5, and then also those ideas went into the 6.
He designed the Moog sequencer too, which a lot of people revere as like a very interesting way to use a sequencer to create some kinds of music. So again, Bob always collaborated with people too. People think everything is, it's a teamwork thing, and as we know, teamwork makes the dream work. It is the best collaborations, I think, often come from people working together.
And the last thing about that is, you know, it was kind of like the first, if you think about FM synthesis, you could have one oscillator controlling the other on the Sonic 6. And this is back in the day. It's like, it's kind of wild. So the sounds you can get out of it. Thank you.
Thank you. What about you, Lisa? You using any Moog synthesizers in your rigs?
Got a few. Yeah, it's pretty obvious that I'm in love with not only the vintage modes, but also the modern modes. I have a custom cabinet with 8 Mother 32s, 2 DFAMs, 2 subharmonicons, and then in concerts, I love to use the Mode 1, and now also the Muse. I usually always have at least one grandmother with me, Mode grandmother, and again, it's so great to interface them with my ARC-2600s and large and small format modulars. You know, I love being able to have different combinations for different kinds of music, different kinds of audiences. And you know, that's what keeps me coming back, is creating different challenges for myself with these instruments, finding new destinations to not just take and challenge myself, but also to find new ways to inspire listeners and keep them looking for their own sound with whatever instruments they use. Something like that.
Yeah. So my next question is for Steve and Brian. Start with Steve. How would you summarize the technical evolution of Moog synthesizers from 1964 to now?
That could be a very long question. I could probably talk about that for a while. You said summarize. Some things to consider. Before 1964, electronic music was primarily a studio activity. There was some live electronic music. Yeah, it was pretty good. And it was a patchwork of things. As Bob was on the vanguard of the creation of modular systems, and then later portable systems, he brought electronic music out of the studio onto the stage, while still continuing to have it be available in the studio. He started this work at the dawn of the transistor age. So you know, in college, he studied tube design, and then here he is in his early career, he's taking advantage of this new technology. And you know, this is continued to this day. If you're buying a Moog synthesizer today, the circuits that are in them they share the DNA of these original circuits from 1964. We have adapted to a lot of the changes, things like component packaging, surface mount things, but we have digital control, so we have presets. This was pretty amazing. They serve to extend these original designs and push them beyond what we were imagining.
Brian?
When Bob started with his concept of modules, it wasn't even a really well thought out idea. I mean, it was brilliantly done, but it was a couple oscillators and a couple amplifiers that talk to each other. And what do you do with that? It's up to the artist to decide what to do. That became a thing, which is now normal in the industry, but think about it. If you call Steinway, can I have an 86 key piano? No. And you say, Martin, can I have a guitar with a 10-foot neck on it? You cannot. But with Moog and Buchla as well, you could order the instrument that you wanted, custom for you, and then how you use it is up to you. How you patch it, the same exact modules, someone else may patch them very differently. So the instruments that were originally designed were very high function, very wide ranging, below what you could hear and above what you could hear in frequencies. As time went on, that became scary to people because they weren't engineers, they weren't smart people. They were bass players and drummers trying out a keyboard even, and they're like, hey, can we get a synthesizer that normal people can use? And so that became the music store synthesizers, which is really the selling point. You're not going to sell as many Mac Towers as you will iPods and iPhones, because dumbing it down makes it simpler, easier to understand. And you're limiting it, as one person told me, cut the arms and legs off something amazing, you do have something that's more useful to people. So that became the popular instruments that people had. They like certain features, they like a few oscillators, not a bunch of oscillators. They like a couple kinds of filters. So things did dumb down, but became more accessible and reachable by normal people. And now we've turned the corner where we're tired of dumb instruments that only have 2 oscillators and a filter. Everyone speaks that language now, which was really weird back then. And now we have instruments that have many more capabilities than were possible with the technology back then. So it's been a great arc of starting with these genius ideas, dumbing it down so we could all learn how to work that, and then stepping back up.
So I'm going to start with Rory on this next question. I think Suzanne kind of answered preemptively, but I'd like to hear your thoughts about what is it about Moog synthesizers that has endured all of the technological leaps and bounds that allows it to still stand out in the substantial way that you've all talked about so far?
Well, just on a basic level, stands out for decades. When I think of the Mini Moog, from Keith, from Rick Wakeman, from Bernie Worrell, from all these guys that were using it, they haven't dated. Like when I hear Bernie Worrell, his bass parts are not dated. When I hear Greg Fillingates on the Mini, the parts aren't dated. They're fresh and new because it's the spirit of them playing the instrument. But the instrument gives them the tool to express what they want. And that's the one thing about Moog, it's always been there as an expressive tool. Whether it was modular, with Chick, we used the Moog 15 and Bob made a pitch wheel for it. And Lisa Belladonna knows the story behind this, but the song The Woods on Secret Agent, everyone thought it was the Polymoog doing all the chordal stuff. It was the Moog 15 Chick charted out every line and played the notes individually on the 15 with the vibrato and all the glissando. And it just was the most incredible sounding piece of music. El Bozo on Spanish Heart. Steve Gadd was there, but he didn't use them on this track. We used the sample and hold with the mini Moog, and that was the rhythm track for a song called El Bozo 1 and 2. But the thing about it, even like your Trent Reznor now, and a lot of artists now, they're just now getting into what Moog was about. And some are getting into Eurorack stuff, which I appreciate because it's expansion of it. But Moog was always the, you know, there was Moog, Surge, and Buchla, and those were the things I knew growing up. But Moog has been I can't explain, it's the common denominator with everybody I know who's done synthesis over the years. No matter what instrument they landed on, Moog was always the reference, and it still is. So it's what, lasted 6 decades now, more? And it's just the truth. There's just nothing better for me anyway.
King, I'd like to hear your thoughts about that.
Well, if you think about Moog as a sonic footprint or fingerprint, when, you know, young, a lot of my students or whatever, they're sampling, right? We love sampling. They're always sampling Moog parts, right? And then you start to want to create those sounds from sampling, not just take that and loop it, whatever. I want to make my own. So with all these tools, Moog has always stayed at the cutting edge of what was happening. So when the apps came out, a lot more people could afford, someone who couldn't afford a mini Moog or whatever, they could afford this app and then start to really create these sounds that they would normally sample. And so Moog has always been right there at the change of technology, when technology started shifting, of course, original, but you know what I mean, as far as the iPad. It's unbelievable, it sounds so good, the iPad with the Moog, you know, they did a great job with it. So it's those things, the accessibility of those sounds that continues Moog's legacy and the name, that fingerprint, forever.
Lisa, what about you?
Well, as a live performer, what's most important to me is to have musical and sonic command. I think that's our responsibility as performers. And in that intentional purpose is reading the room and reading the demographic of the humans in the room. And it's really a privilege and pleasure to get the opportunity to get in there and to move people from the ground up, you know, to make people feel the vibrations of the earth or astral and celestial things. All of this is obtainable with the Moog synthesizer. Then there's the opportunity to sing as a melodic artist and to reach people with a lyrical intention and to be able to soar through any sort of mix or PA, or if you're in an ensemble. It's an instrument that speaks from the heart and allows you to manipulate that momentarily. And at an instance, a change, whether it's a change in the music or a change in the frequency of the audience. So for me, that's always a safeguard, to always have that, because that's our responsibility, to communicate our love and gratitude of music.
Steve, this next question is for you, and before I ask, just to give the audience some context, tell us how long you've been working at Moog Music?
A long time, 30 years.
30 years. Yeah, how old? Weren't you just out of college when Bob hired you?
I've done a few other sorts of things. I tried to be a musician. Failed.
So you had the opportunity to work with Bob for a long time.
I did.
Yes. So I wonder if you could tell us what Bob's thinking was about the future of synthesis when around the time that he passed away, and how that thinking, if it has manifested itself in subsequent Moog synthesizers?
Okay. A couple things. One is that, as I spoke before, Bob had this love of what music does for people. It brings them together. Live performance is something we all experience communally. And so I think that drove him in a way that we should all embrace. And it led him to really focus on the artists that made the music, their needs, and how to use technology to make tools for them that allow them to really express, as it says, to sing, a voice that sings. I will say the other thing is expressivity. We talk about musical expression, and that was something Bob talked to me at one point about how surprised he was how the pitch bend wheel ended up being used by some performers who turned it into this amazing, vocal or guitar-like performances. And he loved the moment of when you make a tool and an artist makes it their own and makes it their voice and becomes completely fluent at it and is expressing their inner soul, their heart to their audiences. The privilege of being able to do that is amazing. And so I think expressivity is one of the things that was foremost on his mind for what it does for the musical experience. And has it done? I think we've done a pretty good job of maintaining the sound of Moog synthesizers and also interfaces that allow people to achieve that flow when they're playing.
That's all. So I want to give the audience a chance to ask some questions, but just quickly before I turn it over to them, I'd like to ask all of you, starting with Suzanne, who would you cite as an innovative use of the Moog synthesizer today? What artist?
Well, I don't know any other artists. I live in a very closed world now, So, I'm not the one to ask that question. But I can tell you that I really enjoy playing the analog. It has released, it's almost embarrassing how much I can get from that little thing. I remember playing at Sonar, and there were thousands of people out there, and I hit this bass note on my iPad, and everybody, like this roar went up in the crowd. And I said, if they knew where that sound was coming from, let's face it, it's electronic music. So it goes from, nothingness to overwhelming, and it's all in the same place. We're not hitting it harder, we're not blowing harder, we're not doing it, we're just expressing on the most intimate level, and you can bring it to the a higher experience. So it's really, I'm in love with the animal now, and I hope the booth was not jealous.
The marketing people for Moog Music are listening out there. Rory?
Well, I think in this, the things I've heard maybe in the last few, Trent Reznor has sort of, for me, taken the Moog gear and pushed it through the envelope, and I really like what he's done a lot. When I think about Jan Hammer in the day with Jeff Beck, I thought that was the most expressive stuff I ever heard, bar none. I just thought he put his heart on it. Chick did it in his way, Herbie did it his way. There was an album Patrick Moraz did with the S Relayer. That mini Moog solo on there, I couldn't believe that was a mini Moog. But so those days were very innovative. It was young, it was in the early 70s, and people were just getting their hands on it, and there were no rules. And I think we got a little bit jaded over the years of what the rules were. You could do this, you know, you play a bass line, you play it this way, and you know, you copy Bernie Royale, whatever. But now I'm hearing a guy like Trent Reznor, he'll distort the hell out of something and make it something else, and yet it's still a mini mode with some filtering or something. And I like that approach now, where someone's stepping out of the box and taking chances. I admit I'm an old guy now, so I don't know all the new music that's out there. But I know when I hear something and it gets me like Trent Reznor's work, I'm impressed, you know, and he's done his homework. And so that to me shows that someone's thinking about where the new applications of music exists.
Dan?
For me, it's One at Church Point Never. Daniel Lopatin, amazing what he's done, especially his soundtrack work. How he pushes the sound, and of course, I think it was when Moog 1 came out, he was one of the kind of focal points when that came out. And really kind of just next level, similar to Trent, and they're both doing soundtracks too. So it's also the context in which they're doing it. It's like, that gives you more room to kind of explore a palette, right?
Well, I'd like to give a shout out to the Will Gregory Moog Ensemble. They did, they helped us out when we were reissuing the Model 80, and they put out a record last September, including that track. And it is, it's an ensemble of synthesizer players playing live, composed music, and improvising in a room, and the experience of that is pretty awesome. There's not a lot of people who would approach making electronic music that way. It's really interesting. A few years ago, I did a performance in Asheville with Cyril Lance, who was one of Moog's great engineers, a good friend of yours. And he had an ensemble performing. They had a cellist, acoustic cello with a pickup on it. That cellist was playing through the Murph pedal, which is a series of tuned resonances. He did a solo. I don't know his name, unfortunately, but I'd love to find the film. My mind was blown. The beauty of a real cello and its expression through shifting filters. And I wish Bob was there because he would have cried. It was amazing. And there's another name I'll mention, but he's not playing anymore. Joshua Oxford is a friend of Dave Borden's, a good friend of ours. And Josh was the greatest mini-mo player of all time. Josh blows away everyone we've spoken about. He was a young guy who learned it. His father was a roadie for English bands. He got his father's mini-mo and just learned it inside out, way beyond all the people we know. And he's had an accident, so he doesn't play anymore, and he composes. But I found videos of him, Josh Oxford, on YouTube playing his mini-mo. No knob remains untouched while he's playing. All fingers are flying, and it sounds incredible.
I wouldn't want to be placed in a position of a music critic, but I hear lots of things and all different kinds of musics that have Moog synthesizers, ARP synthesizers, Buchla synthesizers, and there's something in every approach that I hear with a wide variety of music styles that either inspire me as a listener or just inspire me as a creative person. And I think that that's, for me, the bottom line is to stay open and to experience the expression of other artists, whether they're virtuoso keyboardists, or they're people making harsh noise, to hip hop, to modern electroacoustic, classical music. There's something to be discovered and to be learned by everyone's nomenclature and approach to these instruments.
So we just have a couple minutes. I'd like to try to take questions from the audience if there are any. Anyone have any questions for the panel? Yes, back there in the black hat. Yes, please come forward.
Actually, not a question, it's more of a comment. Back in the mid-'70s, when I was going to NAMM Chicago, I used to stop and visit with Bob, And then I was like 14 or 15. But Bob would sit with me for hours and explain to me more, more than a human could learn about everything he had done. And he would just allow me to learn from him, and never ever gave me the feeling that he was rushed. Or, you know, he would just talk to me and explain everything about what he had created, and go wait on the customer when they walked in, and then when the customer would leave, he'd be right back at it. And he did not leave a indelible impression on me for like so long, special man.
Anyone else? Question for the panel? We've got about 1 minute. All right. Well, I think we're gonna wrap it up here, but I would just like to wrap it up by saying that in this honored position that I have held for the past 20 years, carrying on Bob Moog's legacy, I have become a student of the power of inspiration. And I just want to thank our panel and note that the inspiration that all of you got from your individual sources then translated into the incredibly important work that you have all done in different ways, then ripples out to inspire so many more people, thousands, I'm sure thousands of people. So thank you for the work you're doing, for carrying on the Moog legacy in the way that you did. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you.
All right, good stuff. Hey, thanks David and Wagyu for the super chat. I really appreciate it. I'll try to put it to good use. I'm basically flying by the seat of my pants on this trip. I could barely make the trip, so any little bit of money helps. I really appreciate it. That was cool. So yeah, Sunday going to Buchla and Friends all day, because this is the last day for this. And taking Mike Metley out there. Might even be taking Dina Perlman out there as well, because she wanted to go, doesn't have a ride. But she's in a different hotel as of tomorrow, so I'm not sure how that's going to work. I think it's closer to that event. So I have to go out and pick her up on the way or something. And then I have another engagement. I'm double booked to have a Italian movie podcast to join Sunday right at 6, because I forgot at the time change. There's a guy's in Texas. So he's starting at 8. I'm actually going to be on at 6. And Buchla Friends ends at 6. I think Suzanne is playing at 5. But if she's still out here, I was going to ask her what time she starts. I think she left. I think she went backstage to get away from the riffraff. Anyway, so that's tomorrow. I think it's almost 4. Yeah, 4 o'clock. Alan Howarth is at ARP booth, so I'm going to go down there and see what he's up to. He's a big hero of mine, so it'd be fun to see him and get to meet him. And whatever else happens, the show ends at either 5 or 6 today. I forgot. I think 5. Usually they end an hour early the last day because of pack-up time. So, yeah, it looks like Suzanne already left the area. Manny was right next to me the whole time. Actually, his phone went off. That music you heard during the thing, that was his phone ring. He forgot to silence his phone ring. But now he's gone, so I think he went back to ARP. So, anyway, thanks for tuning in. I'm going to keep it running as long as I can until the batteries hold out. Because again, I can't charge. My stupid accessory battery is not charging right now, so I'm surprised I got that much out of the gimbal and the phone. So,
Yeah, I mean, we have like 3 things over there.
yeah, I know. Let's see what else I know here. So, let's get my backpack and get the hell out of here. That's a little more empty. You can see the stuff better now, at least the NPC stuff and Moog stuff across the room there. Me?
Yeah.
Alrighty, I don't know if I'll have time to get back up to the Roland booth to try some of this shit out because the show's gonna end pretty soon. So, but I'll play the stage when they get it to Guitar Center. I'm not gonna buy it anyway because I'm not a good enough player to justify it, but it is a nice instrument. And the David Allen demo, if you heard it earlier, was very nice. Kind of a Simon Greatbatch kind of thing. Someone who could really play it and get all the parts figured out, playing live, it's really nice. God, my feet are killing me. Way too much standing and walking today. Also, I only slept so many hours. I didn't get a chance to be horizontal for too long. Been on my feet a lot. This is me complaining like an old man. See, lots of people are tired. It's been a long show. Still cloudy outside. Hasn't rained yet, but you never do. Now those guys are playing upstairs again. Some good drummers. All right, let's see if Mr. Howarth is here.
Right there, directory.
I would like to play the DX1 clone for a little bit, but I don't know if I have time. You figure out your thing for tomorrow yet?
I'll tell you, great story. So, a nice gentleman walks into the booth, and Allison immediately launches into the explanation and everything, and he's actually really digging it. He's following it and asking questions, and really having a good time. And he is, I said, you want to try anything? He said, well, I'm more of a guitarist. I said, yes, I know. And he bought a t-shirt. He was so tickled that she didn't know who he was that he gave a $20 contribution and bought a t-shirt right on the spot. It was Vernon Reed. He was here about 20 minutes ago.
Wait, who was it?
No idea who he was.
Vernon Reed.
Oh, yeah, from Lindy, yeah.
Massive production.
Did he have all the crazy hair and color? Okay.
Nowadays he just has
Yeah.
the stocking cap.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah, I know him anywhere. And he was just like,
He was a little bit tickled. I didn't know who he was. Right?
he was very tickled.
Alright, I got That's like Stevie Wonder walking up and going, yeah, who are you? You know?
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. He was like, who was he? And I think she saw him. I was like, just once. And then,
Yeah, you were like,
and she later after he left, she was like, who was that? And I hold up his Wikipedia page. And she's reading it, she's going,
oh, shit. But you know, it's funny. But I guess that's a good thing, right? Yeah. We'll do that again.
that's why when he left, I just said, that's how she was hands. And I said, I admire you.
He's going to be rocking an art t-shirt. my person on the booth had no clue who you were. I don't do guitar. I don't know. Ask me about these things. I don't know these
Super nice guy.
So Alan's going to be here soon?
Alan Howard.
Alan's coming?
Probably in about 5 minutes, assuming he's on time. Yeah, there was a whole section. Actually,
I got around
where are you going?
with Dina to Cork.
So guys, just waiting for Alan Howarth. He'll be here soon. You finished your experiment? Yeah. So I've heard this played many times, but what are the, compared to this guy, I know it's a simpler, but what are its magical things?
Well, are we filming?
Yeah.
Okay, people can hear me?
I hope so.
Hello. So, the thing about the ARP Pro Soloist is its predecessor, the Soloist, was the first synthesizer to have touch sensitivity of any kind. So the idea was Pro Soloist and other synthesizers of its type were designed to sit on top of the Hammond B3.
You're talking about velocity, right?
No.
Pressure?
Pressure.
Oh, wow.
Long before velocity. It was designed to sit on top of the Hammond B3 because the organ was the rock instrument. And if you only had one hand and you wanted to add expressiveness, you couldn't grab wheels or whatever. So they put a touch sensor underneath where you can select these various things that you can hear.
Oh yeah.
Now, so I don't know if you'll be able to hear this, but
yeah.
Yeah. Good. Let me get a better sound. Neural audio.
Can you feel a little give for the pressure? Can you feel a little thing?
Oh yeah.
You can.
Just a second. Is that coming through okay?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so pitch bend. Sorry. There we go.
And I see the key moving too, yeah. Yeah, a little bit of travel, yeah.
Okay, then wow, like a wah-wah pedal. I need something more guts.
We know a lot of games. They're out there making their $49 but someone just has been lucky in that way. And but yeah, I'm surprised there's not a lot of like
Okay, so.
Okay, yeah.
There's your wah-wah. Growl is a sort of a noise modulation.
It's tricky. Actually, if I get closer to the speaker here, let me, pardon me.
It's not this, it's that. It's below us.
It's below us? Okay.
Yeah. So.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then brilliance.
Oh, yeah.
Very high-end filter. Volume swells.
Oh, yeah.
And vibrato, which is
So it's one or the other with these, or can you combine?
Oh, you can combine them.
Okay.
But this is the one that has a control. You can control the speed.
Oh yeah.
But it also has a repeat switch, which changes the waveform. It's a square wave rather than a triangle.
Yeah, it might be out there too, yeah.
So yeah, you can do stuff like this.
Oh yeah, really nice. That's cool.
Yeah, so you can combine any or all of these.
Yeah, that's
and
cool.
then the old-fashioned bank switching. You'd come over here and you'd select either the upper voices or the lower voices. Each preset has a name above and below the line. So what we were just hearing was Telstar.
Any saving possibility?
No, it's their presets. Yeah, and then over here you have brilliant amount of touch sensitivity and portamento. So it's a very slick little monophonic synthesizer.
Yeah.
A number of prog keyboardists had them.
Did Stevie use this on everything or not really?
Who?
Stevie. Did he use this?
I don't know about Stevie, but a lot of the 1970s keyboardists were fond of them. Tony Banks, I believe, used them. I know that it was one of the things in the arsenal of Tangerine Dream for a while. Oh, nothing's turned on right now.
Oh, no.
Pick something.
Do the pitch one.
There you go.
Yeah, very expressive.
Yep. And
so this is what year?
I want to say 73.
Man, that's way early.
Yeah, it's crazy. The original soloist, I believe, was 71 or 72. I should know this stuff because Patch and Tweak with Korg, I'm the one who wrote the ARP history.
Yeah, come on, man.
That was years ago. I'm sorry, I'm senile. Give me a break. But yeah, it's an amazing little instrument.
It is. I had no idea. I mean, I've heard Matt Baxley play it.
Yep.
And it's fucking genius.
Yeah. And the whole idea was if you were playing organ and you wanted to have a synthesizer, you didn't have a hand free for wheels. So this was the first one that let you get some expression.
I mean, look at all the Rolly fans out there. Rolly's amazing. Same thing. You just, all that shit right at your fingertips. So, but yeah, 73? Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah. If I had a copy of Patch and Tweak with Korg with me, I could look it up and tell you exactly. But you'll notice this is second stage livery. So this would have been 73, 74.
What's the difference?
Well, okay. First stage livery, you had nameplates like this. Then you went to the black and gold.
Yeah.
And that black and gold or the black and white is going to be stuff like this. And then the final livery is the most famous, which is the black with the white and the orange.
Right.
So this was like 75 onward.
Right.
Okay? So, representation of historical eras. And the Odyssey, I believe, the Odyssey and the 2600 are the only two that were available in multiple different liveries. The Axe was, looked like this, or it looked like this.
Cool. You were too technical. You scared her away. Close to the speaker. So do a thing where you turn multiples on. I'm going to hear when you combine them. That's great. No doubt Tangerine Dream had at least one of these, right?
Oh, yeah. It wasn't one of their major uses, but I believe you'll find it on albums like Cyclone, I think.
Oh, Cyclone?
Yeah.
One of my least favorite records. No singing on Tangerine Dream.
Oh, then just listen to side two.
No, I know. There's some other tracks that are okay, but the fucking vocals just...
No. Ben Cold Sidewalk, Open the Gate. I may be late, but I can no longer wait.
And that Steve Joliffe guy, I wasn't a big fan of him either. So.
Steve's actually a really nice fellow.
I'm sure, but it just didn't work with the music.
No, it didn't.
Wow. It's a blast.
Oh yeah, and you can hear actually.
And by the way, this is Stevie's instrument. He's coming to pick it up today before the close. So this has some special meaning here.
You can actually hear how the vibrato interacts with the growl and the wow.
Yeah.
It's very cool. You can get a lot of good stuff out of it.
Yeah.
And
I had no idea.
If what you're trying to do is have a nice stable instrument for playing leads, this is the way to do it.
Is there a decent emulation of this, like a VST?
Oh, there's a gorgeous emulation of it.
What makes
Cherry
it?
Audio.
Cherry Audio, right?
Came out with one last year.
Right.
That is just a delight. Like all of their emulations.
Yeah. Cool.
And Alan Howarth is right behind you. Turn slowly.
Oh. Thank you. I felt an aura, you know. So.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Alan Howarth.
That would be a great collaboration. Oh yeah, for sure. We would definitely do that.
Yeah, I'm here helping out.
Hey, huge fan, going way back. Really nice to meet you.
Has a very nice YouTube channel, and he's a big proponent of this thing.
I copy you guys a lot. You and John Carpenter, I love all that stuff. It's amazing. So.
He's a great interview. There's a channel I've seen it. I don't have a fan base. I've never nurtured that. You know what? I'll just make it
Trying to see what actually was.
They're called Pro Safe. Guys, they have a really sort of casual chatting in the pub. You want to get on and promote?
And then they are using it, I'm sure, but there's no like.
What are you doing? Super nice.
That would be great for them too. And then the one person who did, he never actually.
Outside of the event.
He like.
Definitely. These guys are none of them is.
And then he got like grabbed us. I was like, okay, so that's kind of never got to actually see how it would work. So I'm interested. And it's fine. It's not like you aren't showing anything because it's just a creative exploration of music, and it's not everybody because this could actually could be samples, make a loop album sample. There's all sorts of things.
I just saw the chroma and I just
Celli, who does a lot of organizations and educational things. Then there's a guy named Anthony Arnold, who's one of the guys back in the and then the third guy's Chris Strong, Simon's all here too. Even though this is new, Tom ships all of this in for years.
He's getting Vangelis' old CSA.
He's getting one of Vangelis' old CSA.
Semi-permanent loan, I think.
Yeah. I forget what the number is. Out of all of the people, out of all of the CSA he's ever built, he's serviced 2 films.
Unbelievable.
And he modifies them too.
Happy Fernandez.
Hey.
It's good to see you too. Couple questions. Do you know Alan
All the stuff you did
I do
with
not.
the old days of the past, the albums. What was your
I will
favorite and
introduce
least
you.
favorite synth back then? Yeah.
Well, the three things, my series of Prophet 5, and then you know, and then the Avatar.
Right.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
That's what you need.
And I had Ryan this year and 4 movies for a
Yeah.
long time. I really like that.
Nice.
More some money than it.
Alan, this is Manny Fernandez.
Hi, Alan.
Who does a lot of programming development for a lot of synthesizers that you have played on the road, and many others extraordinary individual.
I promise I'm fully zoomed out, but it's the tight shot. I have to ask, since Manny's here, I have to ask, what do you think of FM synthesis? Yeah. Oh, I love it too. I know. I just,
Because the leader, Rob Morichelli, lets him. He loves them. And he's always making fun of them.
Have you been to Stanford Karma? Stanford Karma, have you been there? Their electronic music facility at Stanford called Karma, CCRMA. John Chowney runs it. And they did, well, he's still emeritus, whatever, but they did a concert recently of his old 60s FM stuff. It was amazing.
But the regen, that's a fun one. That's a cool one of my favorites.
It's talking about groove synthesis.
My brothers, I'd like to
Hey. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Make sure that you know how NAMm is, you like see.
Oh, want me to take it? Oh, sorry, I hit the wrong button. I hit the power by accident. Damn technology. There you go. Hey, I'll take a couple. There you go. One more? All right. For the horror convention, right? Oh yeah, yeah. want to ask, is horror your favorite thing to score?
When I get charged, that's higher.
Yeah, yeah.
I know how to do that a lot.
Yeah. What's sci-fi, right?
I don't have the chops for comedy.
Yeah, yeah. Comedy's tough.
I do a lot of meditation.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Ambient stuff. Do you ever do microtonal stuff?
Oh yeah.
Really? What do you have for that? What do you use for microtonal? Ooh, nice. You using the H-Pi? You know the H-Pi weird keyboard that has all the, looks like Legos? It's all microtonal weird, like. Okay. I gotta check that out. Finitone. Yeah, I've heard of that one. Nice. Oh wow. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. Oh, I probably saw them and didn't know what it was. So I went through there real quick because I'm running out of time. It's the last day. Nutty, but. Okay. Oh, so he's Indian? Is he? Okay. Because they do microtonal stuff a lot. Oh, okay. That's cool. You felt it, yeah. Yeah. Nice. Do you put your ambient and microtonal stuff online anywhere? Oh, you should. I'd like to hear it. Oh, sure, sure. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, I know. Well, I mean, I may be talking at school, but I know for a fact John Carpenter's soundtracks wouldn't be what they are without you. Yeah. Because he wasn't technological, right? He was just a musician. Right, right, right. Yeah. Get all the toys. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nice. Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But the Halloween 5-4, that was his idea, right? The 5-4 time? Yeah, yeah. Oh, really? Okay. Nice. Oh, I love it. It's like a Bach thing in a way, intertwining layers. And yeah, yeah.
In fact, he taught me how, the film score,
yeah.
You can really simple. Because you are in the background.
Yeah.
Not like you're showing off your secret.
Exactly, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's hard because it's hard not to, because I make a lot of different stuff, but it's hard to be sparse. You want to put more in, and then you realize, oh, it's too busy.
The great definition of art.
Yeah.
Art is a communication. Keep that always in the background, no matter what you do.
Yeah.
What am I saying to do? Yeah. Or am I just like,
or doing both, right?
Well, that's fine if you're,
yeah.
That's what you're communicating.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's why movies are so powerful.
Yeah.
Because it takes story and acting and voices, music, the visual, the skills and all that is from your experience.
Yeah.
Very condensed.
But you take that music out, the emotion's gone. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
The other thing sometimes is really to be a good director, is to know the two words, yes and no.
Yeah, yeah.
He says, even if you say
decisive. Make a decision. Oh yeah.
Over a period of time.
I watch a lot behind the scenes stuff. The guys, yeah, that's probably okay. It's like, what? You're the director. Don't say it's probably okay.
Yes or no?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes is okay.
Yeah.
I'll take a yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, they wanted that job for the control. Use the control, right? So.
So we're getting a little chill. We're right under the air conditioning.
Well, it's cold outside too. The clouds are coming in. It might rain.
Well, and I've got my
Rubbing the kid in the t-shirt.
Yeah, I know. Well, but it's an ARM t-shirt, so.
every morning I change the buttons on my lapels.
So, you had another book come out?
The minimum book.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And that one came out about 7 months ago. Good. And we need more people to buy it. So if you like that, tell your friends. Or what is called those friends.
Hey, here you go, man. See you again. How you doing? Yeah. Stevie Wonder comes there to pick up his keyboard. That's his keyboard. Pro soloist.
They take the entire education.
Yeah, yeah. Oh no, just that. Yeah, just like that. And as VSynth as my avatar. There are some people who use that name on tracks, things like that, but if you search, I'm still the top search. Hopefully, I mean, because I'm the only one just called that. Everyone else has to have some other name. Or like it's, mine's literally synthetic guys from YouTube or something like that. I don't have a bunch of numbers out there, I don't think. I haven't checked in a while. So if you do, yep, there you go. So if you click it, you'll see my avatar. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's and I've been streaming this whole show, so I have a bunch of videos all over. So if you want memories of the show, you forgot shit. I'm going by pretty quickly because I only had 2 days. I saw you Wednesday night, but I didn't get here in time for the show. So I'll start Thursday. Yeah, I don't even know what day it is. Yeah. And then tomorrow's Brooklyn Friends. Are you going to that? Yeah, I know it's good today. Everybody knows everybody. So 4:24. I'm pretty sure the show closes at 5. And if Stevie's coming to get his Art Pro soloist, you better get in here quickly. Unless he decides to come in with a special badge after hours when they're doing cleanup. These guys are already packing up. Yeah, you don't have to prove anything. You've done it decades ago.
I got that shirt. What's going on? Alan Howard. Yes. Wow. How about a picture? I came over to see my art bottles. So you guys take it down. There's Dina behind us.
One more.
Okay.
I'm going to strangle you.
Yeah. Hey, legend.
We were just talking about it. I've never explained that, but I am that guy.
Yeah. I've got and it's finally shipping. Yeah, it's real. They have production. Get on the data too. I already figured out a couple of things they give really well.
I did the profit 5.
Okay.
I was in that for sure.
He thought, well, you just turn the fundamental rate up and down. It's like,
There's Ken. Ken needs people to give him some attention. He's bored over there.
he was quite stunned that that was something important. And I said, I don't know if the beta testers are, but they're not professional. Yes, they are. But now, so, no, it's a global gizmo. It really is. I'm going to be grabbing one as soon as I can.
I bought a guitar. And then I
Jesus, look at that over there. That's so incredibly colorful and crazy looking. Oh, they just turned it off. Hey, I love your work, man. Amazing. I watch those NAMm videos and holy shit.
Oh, you're Andy. I know.
Yeah. You're doing amazing. Everyone knows me as Synth Addict because I have too many. Although you can't have too many.
No, never.
Yes.
Enough?
Or nothing in.
That's amazing. I missed him at Synthplex. I'm glad to meet him now. So.
Yeah. There's that guy I was talking to, the guy.
Is that how that was?
Yeah, he's like,
Okay.
getting really nostalgic about the
Really?
Center, and he was, yeah, 1973, so that's my first Grammy.
Oh, I've seen him around and he looked like familiar for some reason.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
So she's over at 5.
And I didn't want to go up and say, hey, who are you? It sounds weird. I have it on the video. You can watch the video.
Do you know when the show's over today? Is it 5 or 6?
It's on his name tag. I got his name
Yeah,
tag.
and they're fussy about like packing up all that carpets and glass. So I got them all in here myself, and then Ryan got all of his in here himself. So we could be
Carpets. All right, here you go. Here's your goddamn carpets with my shadow.
a bit of a
And a little message to you guys. Can you see the 2 fingers?
Say that again for me.
There you go, 2 fingers.
Yiddish and an Irish accent.
Oh yeah, I didn't get a chance to play the DX1 clone now. I wasn't gonna check that out, but
It's the right word. It is.
maybe I'll go there real quick. Because they're gonna close at 5, right? It's usually the last day is usually an hour early.
Yeah, the last day is usually
No, I know, but since today's the last day, I think. Hey, is it 5 or 6 today closing?
5, I hear.
5, that's right. Just about there. There, yeah. I'm gonna play one of the crappy clones real quick. I'll be right back.
His PPG is pretty good too.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out real quick.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go. Although you guys can't hear it, I'm gonna go fiddle with the DX1 clone real quick. I just want to hear what it sounds like. Someone's using it, of course. Should have come by earlier.
Good evening, and thank you for attending the show. The exhibit 4 took 30 minutes. Thank you.
Actually, I'll just listen. Let's see if the microphone picks this up. You guys hear that okay? If not, I'll move it to a different part of the phone. Oh, hold on. My gimbal messed up. Is that audio coming through? Can't hear? Okay, hold on. Maybe it's over here. I always forget which microphone to use is on the YouTube thing. Got anything? Oh, yeah. Let me turn it up. Oh, it is turned up. See, it's on max. You guys can barely fucking hear it. So there's no headphone volume. Let me just play a couple things real quick for my own selfish reasons. What the hell? Oh, I got no volume. What's going on? The display's all fucked up. You can barely see it. Power stuff. Jeez, I hope there's a brightness control. Look at that thing. You can barely fucking see it. Oh, check this out, guys. The key already popped out. Build quality. Hello. Did you see this?
Oh yeah.
Watch.
Well, it's a prototype. Come on.
Come on. Look at the screen. You can't fucking see it.
It's a prototype.
Doesn't matter. Don't put it out unless it's ready.
Hey, look.
I know. Which one is that? Oh, hold on. Let me try another audio clip thing real quick. See if this is louder now. I'm going to turn the gimbal off. Put this in the headphones.
The Prophet and the Jupiter over there, they're not even plugged in.
Oh, yeah, I walked by them. I didn't know they weren't plugged in. You guys hear that okay? Just one preset. Yeah, the key breaks too easily, and the screen looks like shit, so. My gimbal just died, so have to hand hold the rest. Fun, fun, fun. Yeah, he's right, they aren't even plugged in. Yeah, they had headphones and no power in the jacks. It's like a DJ set with the fake DJ. This has power though. Oh well. This is my Behringer experience. Manny's giving him a piece of his mind, I think. Carpet, carpet, carpet. Oh. More carpets. So because I got a late start, I still don't have the samples I wanted to get of the carpet. What I'll probably do is, actually I think I got a solution. This is my poor man's sample technique here. If I can find my Ziploc bags, I can do some paper towel swabs that are wet and put them in plastic bags. 1, 2, 3. All right, 3 bags. I got 3 towels here, I think. Three unused paper towels. So obviously it's not biological protocol, it's not a sterile condition, but there are basically 3 clean paper towels. Maybe, I got 4 paper towels. And I'm gonna mark on a bag. Got my Sharpie. I got one more bag here, so I have 4 samples. I'll mark 1C for carpet. I'll mark 1. That's great camera work there, isn't it? We got K for a cork scent. I'll do H for a hydrosynth, and I'll do one of the old classic ARPs. I'll do an A for one of those ARPs over there. Bags. All right. Going to isolate these the best I can. I'm going to wet down these 4 cloths. I'm not using distilled water, deionized water. It's just tap water. So of course it has its own bacteria in it. So it's not a great hardcore sampling technique. But I got 4 cloths that are wet. They haven't touched anything yet but the plastic bags. And I'm gonna go wipe down a couple keys or pads or whatever. Put them in their proper place. So let's go to art first. All right, so I got the ARP swab.
That's always the one dude, yeah. All right.
Sorry for the shaky cam. I'm trying to do all this with not even 2 hands. All right, there's the ARP swab. Now let's do the hydrosynth. Now the control is, my hands obviously have their own bacteria on them, and so does the tap water. So they're all gonna have the same amount of contamination. We'll see what's different. So I'm gonna go to a hydrosynth here. Grab a swab. Where the hell is it? Where's my hydrosynth? There it is. And so what I can do is keep these in the fridge in the hotel room. So they don't grow too fast. And I can wipe my agar plates I have at home for bacteria stuff. And let them grow at room temperature for a couple days. Again, real low tech. What else I had? I had Korg and I had, carpet. Let's do Korg first. We'll go down to Korg. Or I could do Kurzweil, but I think Korg's going to be more popular. There's a good visual for you guys. Dun, dun. Korg is just down here. Somehow I think Cassie would be less interesting, so. And that's not scientific. I'll do it on probably the one that was played the most, which is the, whatchamacallit, probably the, probably the new release they have. A multi-poly. Yeah, I was hoping Kent was going to have a pup today so we can do the usual thing, but I didn't see him at all. So I just saw Symptoms of Reality. And I have to say, Kent gets the exclusive on the NAMm stuff. So I just decided to do my own streams today. Oh, there's Luke from Korg. Alright. Shit. The cloth is not separating. Come on, man. There we go. Multi-poly swab. Here's my Korg sample. And carpet. Let's get a carpet in the synth section. It's going to be probably more interesting. There's a Blessing. Blessing is competing with Buffet Crampon. Can't have that. Putting all the harps away. Alright, carpet, carpet, carpet. That security guard can't wait to kick people out.
Thank you for attending the NAMm show. The exhibit floor will be closing in 15 minutes at 5 p.m. Thank you.
I like that comfy couch. That's cool. Okay. It's getting a little darker outside. All right, since I spent the most time around here at the art booth, I'll get a carpet sample by the art booth. It's going to have some synth royalty on it from all the visitors and from Dita, from everybody else. Suit and tie guy. This Cameron from the Synclavier. An OG. So with the MIDI accordion, it makes it cooler because you would never see an accordion draw a crowd like that at NAMM. All right.
I love it.
Oh, what's that? This? Oh yeah. Well, because I watched that video. That was our prize for watching that video.
Yeah, I was just playing Lucky Man on it. That's what I.
Oh, you were? Yeah, Dina gave this as when we bought the video of that one presentation.
Yeah.
This was one of our extra goodies.
Oh, okay.
So I thought I gotta wear it.
Yeah.
I only have the carp one. I can't afford a real one. So.
Yeah, I got the ARP shirt.
Is that yours?
No.
Oh.
I had 3. They all got stolen out of churches, believe it or not. So
I got ripped off last year.
I got a DX7.
I got a studio broken into. They got 15 grand on my shit.
Oh no.
They could have taken a lot more.
Oh no. Yeah.
They took my DSS1.
Oh boy.
And my EX5.
Oh, I sold my EX5. Yeah.
And
there it is, yeah.
a bunch of other cool shit.
Maybe it was
It's
gold.
very sad.
It's a little hard to play with one hand.
Oh. Oh, you see that now? Yeah, cool.
Actually, I think it started on the, I don't know what I guess that's a bunch of junk, yeah.
I think I saw you. You were at Synthplex, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was over there, and mainly at Hammond, but then Moog.
Yeah, cool.
And,
Yeah, Andy, nice to meet you.
Andy?
I'm
nice
Synth
to meet
addict on.
Oh yeah, let's get a picture. With the Odyssey behind it, right?
Oh, there you go. Yeah, sure. And Allison too. Good Allison.
With the Odyssey shirt and the Odyssey. Make sure you get the Odyssey.
Yeah,
Where
it's
is it? Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like another person. Let's get your shirt out, right? All right.
Oh, thanks. That's me, man.
Yeah, all right. Nice to meet you too. Are
Almost
you on
over.
AirDrop? I could send it to you.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I have to hit the roads. I drive back up to San Francisco.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Actually, I can't. I'm in the middle of a stream right now. I can't kill it. Can't do it. If you just send it to my email, it's synthaddict69@gmail.com.
Okay.
I know it's a little more work, but
that's not that hard to think. Yeah. Synth Addict.
yeah, synthaddict69@gmail.com.
Okay, I'll just make sure I go slow enough to spell it right. Yeah, that's all right. And we should stay in touch. Gmail, okay.
69@gmail.com.
Yep, 69.
So, yes, this synthetic69@gmail.com.
Yep, I got it.
Cool. Thanks, man.
I'm taking off.
Yeah, there, man. Cool, man. Good to see you. Yeah. Say bye, everybody. I'm doing swabs for the microscope channel. I just did. I'm doing the carpet last. No. Thanks, man. See ya.
Okay.
Did it go okay?
I think so. 3.3 meg, and now you'll have my
Cool. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you have YouTube content?
Yeah, I do.
You do? Cool.
In fact, I got the YouTube channel on that email. So
Oh, excellent. Cool.
I put a lot of stuff out
But just in
there.
case, what's
and
it
then
called?
YouTube, it's DJ Orlando 57.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm just synthetic on YouTube.
Yeah.
Right?
I use my, yeah. Okay.
Cool. Thanks. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, for sure.
So as part of my experimental stuff, I'm getting bacterial samples at NAMM.
So what did you actually contribute to, because I bought the calendar
Oh, I don't have the calendar yet.
and I gave her the 20 for that, but that was like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
But,
I kind of broke down between jobs of driving Lyft and Uber.
oh yeah,
It's
that's
kind of
tough.
fucked up, so I can't really buy anything.
Yeah.
The last thing I bought was a used Rolka, the little the voice transformer. The little Roland, they call them Rolkas, the little mini Roland things.
Okay.
Looks like a Volca, but it's Roland.
Okay.
VT, I forgot what it's called, VT, one of the voice transformers. I got it used.
Okay.
That's all I can afford right now.
Yeah.
I'm fucking broke. So
I remember those days. It comes, we'll have to, yep.
Layoffs are not
Pray
fun.
you get, one of the corporations, I take it then.
Oh, they don't give a shit about anybody.
Yeah,
so.
I came pretty close in IBM, and then we just made it under the wire.
Oh, nice.
And then AT&T, same thing.
Oh, yeah.
And now been retired
cool.
a year, and I'm really thankful.
Nice.
But
I won't ever retire because I've been broke for a while, so
Yeah,
I need to
it's
work
like-
and just save some money.
yeah, and keep playing, and whatever, right?
Hey guys, here are the swabs, so ready to go for the show. So I have a
Okay.
microscope channel, and I'm doing microbes of NAMM. So
Okay, I'll look you up.
it's on my. If you look in the channel, there's a micro addict. There's another one, and I always talk about I should do a microscope thing for NAMM. See what kind of microbes, like what do I find on different keyboards. So I did a bunch of key swabs all over the place, and I'm gonna grow some bacterial plates and see what I get.
My last one. That's all I've
All
got.
right, I'll watch for that.
And it sounds nerdy and weird, but it's fun. I'm a science nerd. I can't help it. So.
I'm trying to pick up one of those pedal valves over there. If you still have them.
Oh, those are cool. Yeah.
I'm tired of my
Oh, yeah.
sliding.
Nice. Cool. Well, good to meet you. Thanks. Yeah, see you. All right, guys. Sorry for the shaky cam. I'm still waiting for Stevie Wonder to come out and pick up his Our Pro Soloist. I don't see an entourage yet.